Well, muy buenos días a todos mis amigos en México. Welcome to all my friends in Mexico. My name is Tristano Ceguera. Mi nombre es Tristano Ceguera. Y es domingo. It's Sunday. Final Sunday. Just give me 1 second here, because we have a very, very special guest. Miss Frida Gibbs, good morning. Thank you for accepting invitation. Thank you to be here with us in Cal's Books and Fitness. How's your day? How's Sunday for you?
Can you hear me okay, champ? How's
Right
that?
now I hear you. Ma'am,
Fantastic.
thank you so much for joining us here in Cal's Boxing and Fitness. It's an honor, it's a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady is the former American professional champion, martial artist, kickboxer from 1975 to 2005. She is Frida Gibbs, the Cheetah. Thank you once again. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. So
No,
excited.
I have chills right now. I have goosebumps in my body. I want to say something.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry if my English is not very well. I'm from Mexico
I
City.
understand you. I understand.
I'm trying to do my best. How's your Sunday?
My Sunday has come along great. I was looking forward to this interview. I just finished an interview, and I'm certainly looking forward to this one here.
Oh,
And life is good. After I work out with you, do my interview with you, then we're going to do a Brazilian jiu-jitsu workout with my team.
oh, that's amazing Sunday for you.
Yep. Yeah. Looking forward to
So,
it. How's your Sunday?
having my coffee,
There you go.
make banana bread for my daughter.
Wow. Oh, I
So
love me
she
some banana bread. Now that's good. Oh yeah, that's good.
so she asked me this morning for a banana bread, and yeah, why not? Dad need to do something for the little girl.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
and
How old is she? How old is your baby girl?
she's 5 years old.
5? Okay,
She's
gotcha.
5 years old,
Uh-huh.
uh, and he's going there. So he's training with me some boxing. She like it, but you never know what girls wanna pick in the future. Maybe she like art, ballet, music. Who knows? I will let her do whatever she wants.
She's going to have to learn how to fight. All women, I don't it's only in America. It's only in America, okay? Your
Mhm.
daughter teach your daughter early to learn how to fight because she is going to have to fight her entire life.
Life.
And it's not physically with her hands. It's going to be spiritually and mentally. Am I making sense to you? So you as a
Yeah.
man, knowing that you got a daughter that's special, if you love your daughter, protect her and teach her how to fight. Build her confidence, build her self-esteem, and make her a warrior, like my uncle made me and my family made me. Okay?
Yeah, no, of course. No, now I said it's just goosebumps. Uh,
Mhm.
I love to hear you. I love to listen to you. I love to know you.
Thank you.
I know you the time you are providing me today, because I know
Mhm.
you're busy. You have many more interviews, and maybe not much people or new generations know about you.
That
And
is
it's
correct.
because social media is playing a very important and very substantial part in our
Mhm.
daily life every day right now,
Mhm.
and the sports in general. Right now, many of the fighters or any athlete, social media is taking part of their life, and they can become famous just for nothing.
Right. Yeah, yeah, I see
They
that.
they, they
It's
don't sometimes they don't.
it's true.
I'm sorry if I use bad words, but they don't kick the ass the day
It's
by day
true.
to fight for something. And as I said, I'm from Mexico City.
Mhm.
Around to the beginning of the 80s,
Mhm.
my godfather gave me a gift to go, because I'm short. Right now I'm 5'4". I'm 48 years
Okay.
old, but
Okay.
I'm the shortest Mexican,
Right.
and there I living in Mexico City too, is one
Uh-huh.
of the most dangerous cities in
Right.
Mexico.
Right.
And I was being bullied, and they sent me, my godfather sent me to this kickboxing academy,
Good.
and I see this fight do you have with Luis Canelo
Mhm.
in 1991.
Uh-huh.
Uh, And it's very interesting for me talking with my wife right now, talking with my daughter. Many, I love the sports, and I have admiration from Julio Cesar Chavez, for Canelo, from Lennox Lewis, for many boxers.
Right.
But when something in my life comes different, and right now female sport athletes start became more in my attention and very respectful,
Hmm.
because nobody give them the credit need to have. And in
That's
this
true.
case, talking about Frida Gibbs. So
Free
you are,
Dia. Free Dia.
yes, Frida. I say my Spanish.
That's okay. It's okay. Close.
So it's like Frida. It's an
Free
artist too.
Dia. It's Dia.
Frida.
Uh-huh.
Frida.
Uh-huh.
Frida.
Perfect.
Uh, the the professional kickboxer
Uh-huh.
became in the attention of the public in that time, yeah, during the 70s, to who believes in Frida,
Hmm.
yeah, and then you came and stand and prove who you
Hmm.
are. So let's go to the beginning, because you're athlete, you're a natural athlete. You
Right.
start athleticism, yes, correct,
Yes. Yes.
in Pennsylvania, if I'm
That is
right.
correct. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and you was part of the athleticism team, correct?
Yeah, I was well, I started off by being bullied. Just so you know, you say you 5'4" and you were bullied. Well, you and I have a lot in common because I'm still thin, but you know, I'm 5'8", but I was always bullied, very thin, petite.
Mhm.
Started off being bullied. I learned martial arts from Quiet Star Martial Arts School. From Quiet Star Martial Arts School, I went as high as I could go in karate. I even went to the Olympic Training Center, so that was pretty awesome. Three-time world champion karate. From karate, I made the transition, which is, you know, I played basketball in high school and track in high school and then college. And then I went over Germany. And that's how I discovered Sensei Benny, the Jet Urquidez. He was a
Mhm.
famous kickboxing champion at the time. And I saw him on television in Germany and I was just in awe. And I knew that was something that I wanted to do. After my basketball contract was over in 1990, I went ahead and went straight to LA and knocked on Sensei Benedict Jet's Urquidez's door, and you know the rest is history. You know, but yeah, I had a great time, and also I failed to realize during the 2 years that I was in Germany, I was actually playing basketball, but I was also actually doing judo as well.
Okay,
A lot of people
wow.
don't, yeah. So for 2 years in Germany, I had learned judo, so that was my thing there.
Yeah, and so after that, so you move back to the States, yeah, and you start to train in California
Uh huh.
with
Yep.
Urquidez.
Yep.
And how comes, because after before you fight with the German kickboxer, because
France.
everybody
Yep.
knows that story, no,
Right.
the dangerous woman in the world, but you said, nah, nah, come on, you know what? Let me show who's the dangerous woman. But previous that fight, how many fights you have to get in that fight?
At the time, I had approximately 8 professional fights at the time. And out of 8 professional fights, I was 8-0. And out of 8 of them, 6 were by way of knockout. You dig? Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
and
was in kickboxing.
yes, because
But
you also
keep in
do Muay
mind,
Thai.
yeah, exactly. So keep in mind, to be perfectly honest, or total, I've had over 200 combat fights in my entire life,
Life.
over 200.
Hmm.
But those that are documented, it says 17 for Muay Thai kickboxing, 12 for boxing, and probably about 50 for karate, but I've had over 200 something fights, my combat fights in my entire life.
Yeah, and and how you became the nickname the Cheetah?
You really want to know? Well,
Yeah, yeah, please.
I attended this high school and Chester, Pennsylvania, and our track team colors were orange and black. And my mom, she, was an athlete at the time, I mean, during her days, but she used to always come and support and come to my track meets. And one day I'll never forget, she saw me, we were running the 440 relay and I passed the baton. I grabbed the baton and I started running and I passed the baton to the fourth legger. And my mom said to me after we had won, she said, "Sissy, you look like a cheetah running around there with that orange and black." And that's how I got that name, the cheetah. My mom gave it to me when I was like in high school.
Yeah, and I remember the fight. you run inside into the ring, and you have, because you remember, in Mexico we have the Mexican wrestlers, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And but at that time, of course, we don't have many access of information or social media. I was a
Hmm.
kid and I was watching the fight, and you come, you're like, wow, she looks like a Mexican wrestler, but the mask and the cape,
Okay.
you remind me El Santo or El
Right.
Cavernario Galindo or
Oh,
Blue
thank you.
Demon, all these
Right.
ones. And that time we don't have female wrestlers. And that time when I saw that fight, but and you became in that attention for me as a man to really respect the talent of the women. Like, hey,
Thank you.
it's just, I don't think makes any difference be a man or a woman in
Hmm.
any sports. The talent is what makes us difference. Because
Hmm.
when people have more talent than, and I want to do things like, oh my God, I want to be like her. No,
Hmm.
it's like I don't want to be like him.
Right.
And it's not
Wow.
like a talking
That's
about
cool.
like sexual, like
Right.
sexting.
I
I want to be
understand.
like her. I want that talent. I want
Certainly.
that speed, that
That's cool.
that fear that you provoke in the ring, how you stand long stands and
Hmm.
try to reach your attack. So how much changed your life after win that championship to people that are watching right now? We are live on YouTube.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Frida was the first female before Gina Carano, before Ronda Rousey, before any female fighter on the combat sports in the world. She attended the first pay-per-view. She was the first pay-per-view female fighter in the world. And how much changed your life that night?
You know what? My life was changing progressively anyway, but that night it did go to about 10 levels because I did win, earn a 6 foot, I mean 6 figure. My apologies, 6 figure modeling contract. I got an opportunity to work with Will Smith on Boxing Helena. I also got an opportunity to star in a leading role in a movie called Knockout, the boxing movie called Knockout. Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that was a project there, and
Mhm.
things just got better as far as my mindset, my spirit, my soul. I got to train more, and I won more fights, and after that, then we made the transition to boxing, and then from boxing, I went as high as I can go in boxing. Once the politics and started getting involved, it was just time for me to go. But before I ended, I wanted to end my boxing career my way. So what I decided to do in my mind um, is there was an agreement that we had in boxing, and the
Yeah.
agreement was I fight Hannah Fox. Hannah Fox was the number one female fighter in Las Vegas. I fight Hannah Fox. I beat Hannah Fox. I get to fight Leah Mellinger. Leah Mellinger is the one who actually beat me in boxing, and she beat
Mhm.
me fair and square. And the reason why she beat me is because I just came off the set of shooting the movie Knockout. So I was already on a set 15 hours, jumped on the airplane and flew to New Jersey, to fight a world championship fight. So she beat me. Back to that there. So the agreement was I fight Hannah Fox. I beat Hannah Fox. I
Mhm.
get to fight Leah Mellinger to redeem myself. I beat Hannah Fox, national television, ESPN. Okay. After I beat her, they did not give me the opportunity to fight Leah Mellinger. They gave Hannah Fox
Oh,
the
wow.
fight for the championship belt after I just beat Hannah Fox. At that point, I realized there not only was there too much racism in boxing, I mean, and too much politics, but I decided to make my decision and fight the best female fighter in boxing in our division, the one who beat Christy Martin, and they tried to hide her, and that's Samaya Nani. Samaya Nani is the best female boxer in the world. It's not Christy Martin. So to make a long story short, Samana Nani is the one they made the
Mhm.
movie Million Dollar Baby about because Samana Nani is the one who was putting girls in comas.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that fighter. She hits like has bricks on the hands.
Woo, exactly. So I fought the first time we fought for a world title. We fought to a draw. Okay. The second time we fought, first round, I had fractured my thumb. So the first round I stopped and they just gave her the fight. But the bottom line is I was able to end my boxing career the way I wanted to. Not pick who you want to beat and then keep on going. Fight easy opponents and try to make yourself appear to be the baddest person in boxing, but yet you're fighting weak opponents. So that was pretty cool. Now, after boxing, did you want to say something?
No. Coming,
After
please.
boxing, what I had made the transition to mixed martial arts. So I
Mhm.
started studying jujitsu. Actually, you know what? Before even boxing, because I was studying jujitsu under Dean Lister. Do you know who Dean Lister is? He used to be a
No.
UFC champion.
Yeah, that's true. That when the UFC
Yeah,
started, the first years.
yeah. So I started training UFC, mixed martial arts under Dean Lister, and I was working with him privately. And then I made the transition to mixed martial arts. And what I learned is that I'll never forget, champ. Do you remember when Gina Carano and
Hmm.
Chris Cyborg
Cyber
had
and the
that fight?
Strikers. Hmm.
You remember
Yes,
that?
I remember that fight and very clearly because
Yeah.
I watched Gina Carano before Cyborg. I was living in Mexico. I have a small TV
Uh
in my
huh.
room,
Uh huh.
black and white.
Uh huh.
I was in Puerto Vallarta and I saw Gina Carano and it's like, wow, she's pretty, she's talented. And she, as I said, talent kills everything. And I see a couple of combats. I started investigating about her. So she was in this TV show Gladiator or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was building her own
Brand.
standards. And when
Mm-hmm.
come this fight with Chris Cyborg,
Yeah.
was a worldwide pay-per-view where people want to see these two
Yep.
ladies
Yep.
beating each other and,
Mm-hmm.
and the prime because I believe they wasn't the prime both. They
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I remember that fight.
Yeah. So this dig the move. This is what a lot of people are not aware of. When Gina Carano and Chris Cyborg had that fight, because I was around during the Gina Carano, Chris Cyborg kickboxing days, Strike Force. Okay. I
Mhm.
was there.
Yes.
Okay. What happened was Cyborg beat the terrible mess out of Gina Carano. And that upset me to see how she dominated Gina Carano, because I'm a fan of Gina Carano, and to see how Cyborg dominated her. So what I had done, I had reached out to the promoter of that particular fight. I'm not going to say his name,
Mhm.
but I reached out to the promoter, and they made every excuse as to why they would not set it up for me to fight Cyborg. I reached out to the promoter. I said, look at here. I just saw the fight with Cyborg and Gina Carano. I said, Cyborg threw Gina Carano around like a rag doll, man. I didn't like that. I said, why don't you set up that fight between Cyborg and I?
Cyborg.
Yeah, set that fight up for me. You know what I mean? I said, because I'm going to teach her a lesson. I'm going to show her how it feels to be drugged around like she drugged Gina around. And promoter got back in contact with me. They were talking, Cyborg's team was talking all kinds of mess, even on YouTube. I'm not a talker. I'm about action. I don't want to
Yes.
talk about it. Let's be about it. To this day, it never happened. It never happened. So it was all talk. When I saw Cyborg fight Amanda Nunes, because Amanda Nunes is kind of like a Brazilian version of me,
Yeah,
but
and
not
she's
during my
amazing.
time.
Mhm.
Amanda Nunes is a Brazilian version of me during my time. Her build and everything. And when I knew that Amanda Nunes was going to fight Cyborg, I knew she was going to destroy in the first round. Because, sorry, you see my cat?
Yeah, I see the
Sorry, bud.
cheetah.
Yeah, his name
Your
is
soul
Jan.
comes outside. you
He
you
does
start to
that.
get like the fire and the soul comes outside.
Yeah, he gets fired. So
But
anyway, it didn't happen. It's
yeah,
unfortunate because I wanted it to happen, and I knew that, I was already at the top of my game in kickboxing and boxing, etc. So there was no excuse. And what the promoters were saying to me is, well, you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't listen. I don't need you to tell me what I don't know. I am a 3-time world champion Muay Thai kickboxing. I'm a 3-time champion in karate. I know judo. I did boxing. I am a mixed martial artist. Give me the opportunity to step in that ring and fight Cyborg. They never had let it happen. They never,
so
because they knew what was going to happen. Just like they didn't know what was going to happen when I fought Valerie Hennon. But once I fought Valerie Hennon and kept on going, they knew what was going to happen to Cyborg. They knew what was going to
yeah,
happen.
and I believe people know about you very well. They know who you
Sure they do.
was in the time, who you are in that time. You know the power. They know where they don't want to risk maybe the people put it on the hands of the most dangerous woman in the world. Yeah.
Mhm.
So how many fights you did in mixed martial arts
I did well, actually, I entered tournaments,
tournaments?
because
Okay.
they weren't giving me the opportunity to actually compete against girls. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because they didn't want me, I was being blocked. They kept blocking me, you know? So what I started doing, like in karate, you enter in karate tournaments. So what I would do is just enter in jujitsu tournaments, that way. And to answer your question, I got probably about 8 to 10 jujitsu tournament matches.
Who was coaching on jiu-jitsu?
I was with Barack. His name is Barack. He's with City Boxing. He's actually the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu trainer at City Boxing Gym in San Diego. So at that time, I was training. I left Dean Lister, and then I started training under Barack. And he's a Brazilian champion at City Boxing Gym, and he's still at City Boxing Gym now in San Diego. Yeah.
Right. So now, I think to talk with you, we need hours and hours because you are the kind of lady. You have no just a book, an encyclopedia of
Mhm.
adventures and stories to share to all our fans. As I said, my people in Mexico, I'm sorry if I'm doing this interview in English, is because we're here in the States. I live now here in Seattle, Washington, but I know many people in Mexico, they know English, they understand. And our fan base here in the States, uh, I want to about her more and more and more because the stories of Frida, there are tons and tons. And one of the things come now, I want to take the opportunity to have you here, of course, your career, and you have a film too.
Mhm.
Of course, you work in films, but you have your own film. I saw the one is on YouTube. The
Mhm.
most two is producing for but you also direct the story. You
Right.
do your own story. I saw that one too,
Right.
and
The bus
now
fare one. You talking about the bus fare?
yes,
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I
exactly
did. I
that one.
wrote that. Yeah, yes, I did. I wrote, produced.
Who is the actress to role? It's you.
Yeah. Her name is Melissa Saint Ville. She's actually a boxing champion.
Okay.
A Haitian boxing champion. So I had her play me, and Damien Kennard. There's my cat again.
Yes.
Sorry. He's such a character. But Damien Kennard, he's also a martial artist, and I had him star as the serial killer.
Mhm.
The
So
serial killer.
can you share a little bit about that story? I know
Yeah,
I don't want because I know maybe it's very repetitive and
sure,
people ask I'm one to the persons I don't like to ask all the same questions all
sure,
the time because
sure.
I know you can get bored about that
Hmm.
because you say, go and play. I remember one time we went to I work in the film industry and somebody told me I wish to record a tape and just give tapes to everybody because
Uh-huh.
the same question. Give me something new. But if you can share a little bit about that story
Sure.
and then and because people there they can watch this story also on YouTube. There's the two
Okay.
videos. One is directed and produced by you,
Uh-huh.
and the new one to was in the film festivals. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, the MDW. Yeah, I'd be happy to. First of all, what I want to share with you is to this is that moment, it was a very sensitive moment for me, so I kind of get a little emotional. But to answer your question, what happened was in 1993. I was just young, whatever, but I was working with a group of folks. They were playing dominoes every Friday, and it was just so cool. I was new in California, and it was just really, in my mind, it was just a naive thing. I was excited about learning how to play dominoes. So payday Friday, they invited me down to Inglewood to learn how to play dominoes. And I had gone with a co-worker. Her name is Benita. So I went to her home, etc. We went to the dominoes place, and we played dominoes throughout the night and to like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I lost all my whole paycheck. I lost all my money. And this guy, his name is Lonnie. I'll never forget his name, Lonnie, because my mother, as I shared with him, oh, wow, my mom used to date a guy named Lonnie, so that was kind of like the connection there. But throughout the time, he kept pursuing me. Make a long story short, he offered me a ride home because the girl that I had gone with, couldn't take me home, despite the fact that in the beginning she agreed to take me home. So Lonnie had offered to take me home. I accepted the ride, which is a very bad move because I didn't know him. And what happened as soon as I got in the van, he knew that he had me in his trap. Okay. What happened was, as we're driving, I said, make a right turn, and he made a left turn. And that's when he woke me up because I was really exhausted. That's when he woke me up. And I was like, yo, you going the wrong way. I said, turn right, you turn left. He's like, oh, well, look at here. Why don't you just give me a little bit? Let me, it's slowing down. Let me just stick it in. I was like, no, man, no. And then finally he got to a parking spot. I was like, no, man, no, I want you sticking it in. Then I tried to bust out the door, and I couldn't bust out the door because there was no knob to lift the door up. So what I had done, I ran to the back of the van to try to run out the back of the van. And he had a big chain on the door and a lock, you dig? And it kind of freaked me out. So my back was up against the van there. And, I kept talking to him. Look here, let me out the van. You'll never see me again. Benita never see me again. None of y'all never see me again. And he kept saying to me, well, you let me stick it in and I'll take you home. No, I don't want you to. Make a long story short, thank God I know and knew martial arts. Because to be honest, that's the reason why I'm having this interview with you today, is because I knew martial arts. That's why it's important for you to get your baby girl into martial arts. Teach her how to use her hands and feet. It's important. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because she will never, you don't know when she going to meet her monster. Okay. Unfortunately, us women, we meet monsters daily. Okay. We got to learn how to protect ourselves. So anyway, what happened, dude, I chopped his legs down a couple of times. Now, him and I, we fought in that van. I don't know how long we fought in that van, but we fought. I'll never forget, because we were rolling, tossing, and turning. I was able to get back up, etc. And he can't. And I chopped his legs down. Muay Thai.
He was a big guy. He was a big guy.
Well, I'm 5'8", so I think he was probably because he was close to. I think he's probably like 5'9", 5'10", a little under 6 feet. He was under 6 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I chopped his legs down a couple of times, So, I was able to take one leg from him. He only had one leg. And when I saw fear in his eyes, because he realized that he had came up against a girl that could fight and that could really fight. You dig? Mm-hmm. When I saw the fear in his eyes, he came to tackle me like a football player. And he slammed me up against the van. But what I had done, being the martial artist that I am, and learning how to use people's clothing against them in martial arts, I grabbed this at the end of his shirt tail, swooped it over real fast and swung him back. I ran down, I grabbed his pants and I pulled him over his shoes. I stepped on his chest and I grabbed his penis. And that's when I had control of him. And I just said, where the keys at, motherfucker? You understand? Had to get out. He screamed, he yelled, it didn't matter. He said, they're in my pocket. I reached in, I grabbed the keys. He had about 1,000 keys on his big chain. You hear me? Where at? Now, mind you, I held on tight to his dick. You hear me? Which key is it? He's told me which key it was. I grabbed it off. I pulled him and walked over to the door there, unlocked the lock, snatched the chain off, etc. And I opened the door. You dig? And I said what I had to say. I just let him know, look at him, man, because he kept telling me what he was going to do to me once he got me. We were fighting in that van. He's like, when I get you, he was telling me what he was going to do to me. And he called me all kinds of B-I-T-C-H is out my name. So that's why I said in the end, when a bitch says no, she means no. And that's when I stole on him, took the keys and I threw them away. That way it gave me a chance to get away. So he didn't have no keys to drive because I threw them away. And then I ran. And this is how God works. My clothing was ripped off me. This man tried to rape me. This man had raped and killed over 100 women. You understand? I was very fortunate to get away. But this is how God works. You understand? We fought in that van for however long. I was able to get out of that van. And as soon as I escaped that van, out of nowhere, clouds, comes a yellow cab and a taxi driver. You understand? And this taxi driver gave me a ride all the way from Manhattan Beach back to where I was in what was I was on Olympic and Wilsh no Olympic and La Brea over there at Cloverdale. He gave me a ride back there. He did not charge me at all. And listen to this, champ. When I got out the van, right, to go in to get some money to pay the guy, I just got the van. I went to turn back and say, I'll be right back. And the taxi was gone. You hear me? That's how God works. You understand? You understand me? So that was just a very, very touching moment in my life.
No. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I want to, but I think it is as you said. I have a daughter. I have a wife. I have a sister, and I believe many women. I hope they're watching this this video, this story, meeting you. And the people know you, they know what happened, but it's a day by day. We live in a strange world when women need to be more aware and more like having this thing to it's a gun too, because people, they are all the time here, they don't see their surrounding. When I teach boxing, of course I'm not the talent as you are, but I could try to teach my classes, and I try to tell the people, study your surroundings all the time. Check. As I say, I'm from Mexico City, living here with my wife in the States, and Seattle is a beautiful city. It's very safe where we live. But coming from a city where every time I need to watch over my shoulder, it's like when I put the key in the door and see nobody's behind me to push me inside. And always I say to my wife, just be careful. No, it's okay. We live in no, you never know. 1 second can change your life, and in your case, that second change your life, that minute change your life, and it's interesting. And also, of course, like I believe like the women need to also train themselves. They need to prepare themselves. It's no combat sports, not just to be a champion on the ring or on the hexagon, on the octagon. It's also, it's a life tool. It's something to can help you to have the ability to rotate, to move, to react, to jump, to use your hands. If somebody's something is falling down from your kitchen cabinet, react and catch it. I understand the beautiful about to the combat sports, the beauty of give this tool to your hands, to your mind. And are you keep training? Can you keep coaching? I know you have your own gym, yeah?
Yeah. No, I don't have my own gym, not anymore. I went back to Philadelphia, but I'm currently I'm back in California now, thank God. But I'm back with my Muay Thai team. So we train, like 4 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, no, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So that's 3 days a week. Muay Thai
for competition.
No competition. Just like
some
you just
exhibition,
said,
maybe
like
exhibition,
perhaps, but like you just said, it's just a lifestyle. So what we do, we train, but what I am doing and what we're doing, we're also training police officers, one-on-one, mixed martial arts, like stand up, Muay Thai, and then jujitsu. So we're privately training police officers. Yeah.
Right. And I know you need to go because I know you need to go to train. But first of all, I want to say thank you for sharing the story. And honestly, I don't want to create any but it's amazing. But also, I was reading some artist is creating a statue of you, and this statue became a trophy too. Yes. That's correct.
Yes.
Can you share that story,
Certainly,
please?
I'd be happy to. Phil Deminati, he is the director over at the Sports Legend Museum in Wayne, Pennsylvania, and they were actually looking what they had done. And Jennifer Fudosky, what she does, she makes statues. She made Mike Smith statue. She makes statues throughout the world. So it's truly an honor. But what they were doing, they had made a statue of the first and great male African-American athlete in Pennsylvania. So they had a statue of a male. And what they wanted to do, they decided to come up with a statue of Pennsylvania's greatest female athlete, or one of Pennsylvania's greatest female athlete in Delaware County. And then that's when they chose me, which is truly an honor. The statue is almost done. It's about 6 feet or 7 feet tall. It's a martial arts statue. So it'd be my statue would be the first statue of a female in Pennsylvania and the first statue of a female martial artist on the entire planet. So my statue will stand alongside of Bruce Lee's because Bruce Lee's is the only martial arts statue on the planet. So that's pretty cool, huh, Chan?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. But
That's
it's
what-
rocky in Pennsylvania, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I know.
maybe we put more steps, and now let's go to see Frida.
Yeah, fly to Philly. Yeah, fly to
Yeah.
Philly. You see the statue. You got
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali there, Joe Frazier. But also, what I want to tell you is, I also got many offers from producers, directors, executive producers from the 9-minute 43 video that you saw on YouTube for a feature film because they want to take my film and take it to another level. And more. And I just recently signed with a well-known production company here in Los Angeles, and we'll begin production very soon in order to, start my biopic film, feature film, and then perhaps, whatever else comes with that. Yeah, we're excited. So,
Yeah, congratulations. I
I
think you
it's gonna be
deserve
exciting.
that and more and more
Thank
and
you.
more because I admire you. I respect you.
Thank you.
It's
Vice
an
versa.
honor and a pleasure to have you. The combat sports need more Frida Gibbs like you
Sure.
to give us that. It's not just the story. Give us thoughts. Give us vibe to do the things, because one of the things, and that's why also is my pleasure, my honor to have you here. Your speech, your talking, you really move the heart, the soul of the people when you encourage. I love how you encourage people, sharing your stories, sharing your career, like when you was training with your uncle, and the way to you prove you can get that belt, that black belt.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
and one question. So, you have any appearances where people can go and talk with you? And I want to invite more. I want to invite everyone, but I want to invite more women to approach to you, to come to you, to if you feel like you need the strength, if you need to train, somebody can reach to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just you can catch me on YouTube. I mean, obviously YouTube, Instagram, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And also LinkedIn. All of them are real simple. It's I am Frida Cheetah Gibbs. That's it right there. And that's just who I am. And you want to talk to me about anything, need some inspiration, anyone, please do not hesitate to reach out to me because this is my job, to inspire and motivate and to save souls. This is what I do. I save souls.
Right, exactly. And I appreciate you save a couple of weeks ago or a month ago when I started to watch that. You, in my own personal life, with my daughter, with my wife, and you put that little click on my inspirational moment. I need a moment to do something more. Coming from Mexico, living this year with the coronavirus, when everybody needs some pushing up to move forward, don't give up, and just keep moving and think positive. But
don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody hold you back. Nobody. And again, this is very important, champ. Please get your baby girl in some martial arts and get her in early. Okay. Get her in early to build her self-confidence, to build her self-esteem, and to build her warrior self on the inside, because she's going to need it. All women need it. In fact, every woman on this planet needs to learn martial arts to protect themselves. There's a large percentage of women who are being murdered and killed and raped. I was fortunate enough to escape a serial killer who had killed over 100 women. You hear me? I was fortunate. So I was left, and I'm sure others, to share with the women, learn self-defense. Go today. Get in there. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate, because you never know when you're going to meet your monster. I'm not a feminine woman. I'm an athletic woman, and I was attacked. You understand?
Right.
You understand? So if I'm an athletic woman, they came after me. Hey, Just imagine what's going to happen to them little petite, feminine chicks. You dig?
Yeah. So before to close this
Yeah.
amazing interview, do you
Gotcha.
want have some yes anything you want to share, like some projects in the future come to people need to be aware, something we need to catch soon?
Well, just words of advice and wisdom to folks. And I just want to say, don't whatever you do, life is going to throw its curveballs at you. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. It's just a test to see how strong you are and to see if you really believe in the higher above. Make sense? It's just a test. Don't let nobody stop you. And if someone says it can't be done, smile and then reply, maybe it can't, but I won't be the one to have said so until I've tried. You got that?
Amen.
All right, bro. Amen for sure.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, amigos en Mexico, my friends here in the States, the one, the only one, most dangerous woman in all the world, Miss Gibbs, Frida the Cheetah Gibbs. Champ, thank you so much. I hope this is not the last time we connect. Hope see you again.
Anytime you want me, I'm here for you.
Good
champ.
luck with all
luck.
your future projects.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
God bless you too. And thanks for having me. Talk to you soon. God bless, champ.
Bye now. See you soon. Ciao.